What is up, Wholesale to Million family? I'm bringing you back with another recorded call that I have with an actual real seller. I want you to listen and watch how I negotiate and get the seller to come off on price. I push the seller to the point where they're like, yep, that is the final, I can't do anymore. And a lot of you're not pushing the envelope enough, right? You're only asking one or twice. Watch how I ask the seller, all right, multiple times to get him to come off on price. Talking to seller is extremely crucial, important to your success if you want to be a top real estate wholesaler and if you want to dominate your market. Now, if you're new to the channel, welcome to the Wholesale to Million family. Be sure to boom, smash that subscribe button. Make sure you turn on the bell notification so when I upload a new video or when I go live, you get notified. Now listen, if this video add any value to you and if you want me to pump out more of these kind of video, then be sure to boom, smash that thumbs up and let me know, all right? Thank you so much, you guys, for the love and for the support. And here it is, intro.
Happy Wednesday. My name is Khang, and I work for, spoke with Alex the other day regarding your interest in selling your property. Is that correct?
Yes, that's right.
No,
Yeah,
it's
so
not.
we were,
It ain't.
Excuse me.
Oh.
I've been corrected.
yeah, okay, good. I'm glad she corrected you. But am I catching you at a good time right now?
Well, it was off, yeah. This
Apologize.
sure, I
for that.
understand.
Okay, great. So basically, I'm going to go over all the information here, make sure we have it correct, and then I'll be able to kind of share with you what our offer is on the property, and then hopefully together we can come to an agreement on a fair price that work for you and work for us and be able to move forward to buy your property today, okay?
All right.
Okay, great. So we confirm.
Would somebody come by today? Is that the idea?
No, what's going to happen is that we are going to make you an offer over the phone with all the information.
You make an offer over the phone?
Yep, and then once we agreed on a price that works for you and for us, we'll send you a purchase and sell agreement, and then we are going to use a local title company to do the closing on the transaction, so that way both parties protected. So once we have an agreement, until then, we don't send anybody to the property. Does that make sense?
Yes, I guess.
Yeah,
if you have an agreement, you have an agreement. Well, there must be some restrictions on that agreement. That's, somebody would have to come by and reevaluate as far as they were concerned that the price was consistent with the offer.
Yes,
so,
that is correct. That is correct. So basically, once you have an agreement, because it does cost us with the whole COVID as well, it does cost us some money to get the to get our contracts to go out there. So once we have an agreement, we have and we'll talk about the time frame as far as seeing how long you guys would like to give us until we can send someone out there to look at the property. Okay.
Okay, that'd be fine.
Yep. So we can talk about all that. That's not a problem. Now, besides getting the right price for the property, what is another reason that you would be considered selling it?
There is no other reason.
Oh, okay, so price. No other reason. No.
I was hoping to get $275 anyway out of it. And
right.
If there's any movement and we couldn't have come to an agreement, I would be willing to come down a little bit on it, but not over $10,000.
I see. Okay. So okay. Now, if we can agree on a price that works for you and work for us, what's the time frame as far as selling and closing escrow? Is there a time frame?
No, that was a right price. That is what I would expect to get out of it.
Right, but I meant like what is the time frame? Like it's like when would you like to sell and close it? Are we talking about?
I see the closing date on it. Well, as soon as possible.
Okay. So with everything going on, I mean, with 30 to 45 days or sooner, would that work for you?
Yes, I think we could work with that.
Fantastic. Thank you so much. So let me review some information on the property with you really quick here. So it is a 2-bedroom, 1-bath, a little bit over 1,000 square feet, and there's a carport and a shed, correct?
That's about right.
Sounds good. So it's currently vacant. How long has it been vacant for?
Just for the period of time that we have been reworking it. It took quite a bit of cleanup, and so we're getting almost to the point now where that's completed. And so just the other day we had the discussion and said, well, we're getting tired. Why don't we just get rid of it now? As all the bad stuff is taken care of. And so the house has been painted on the outside. Inside, new roof on it 3 years ago. Gutters are new 3 years ago. Cabinets have been painted. It needs new flooring. I mean, carpet and inlaid or whatever that would be. That would be our next step if we were to do it. But other than that, new front steps, cement steps, rails. Yard is what it should be. I mean, it's not above it and it's not below it. And so all these houses in that area that we've been hearing about are selling for around $300,000.
Okay.
And so the price range that we're asking is certainly in a reasonable amount.
Okay. Now, thank you so much for all the information. So, how's the electrical and the plumbing? Are they newer or are they the old?
No, it's older with repair to it through the years. It's been a rental, and as something would go wrong or something, it was repaired. But honestly speaking, I would have assumed, what is the purpose of your buying it? I'll ask you that first. Is it for resale, or a quick flip, or is there something else besides that?
Yeah, that's a great question. So typically there's two things that we do when we buy a piece of property. We go in and we update it and make it look to modern day. So we would update and fix anything that needed to repairs, and then we would resell it. The second options that we go for is we would fix it up and keep it as a rental.
This would be an excellent rental, I think. But I would say that if you were going to do some repair work, I would say the plumbing should be redone, yes.
Got it, okay. Okay, so good. So plumbing, so plumbing needs to be...
It's adequate, but it's old plumbing, and so I would say somebody should get underneath the house, and it wouldn't be that big a run. I think it's a new line coming from the street into the house, so I think that's new. But the small stuff is piecemeal, copper tubing, and some of the old galvanized is still underneath there, so that should be repaired.
Right. Okay, that's good. And how much do you think that we can get for rent?
Oh, I wouldn't hesitate to say that you get anything less than $1,000.
Okay, so 1,000. Okay, so that's good.
Next up, they're going to get $1,400.
Oh, my son, he said if it was fixed up, you would get $1,400 a month on rent.
You got it. Okay, so fixed up, I'll put $1,400. Okay, thank you so much for that information. So if we were to update the house and resell it, how much do you think that would cost?
Oh, well, like I said, houses, 2-bedroom houses in this area is, even the old ones, it would be, maybe right in the 400, 405, something like that.
Oh, wow, okay.
The real estate in that a bit higher than any place around. And so, and they do not have any houses for sale in this area.
Gotcha, okay. And let me see here. So there's no mortgage on the property, right? Okay. And so you're looking to get $275 for the property, is that correct?
Yes, that's what I hope to get, because what has happened, I've just got too many years on me, and as you can tell by that background of my son jumping in here every once in a while, and that is know what he's thinking about it. But yeah, it's just taking too much of my time. I'm getting out of the rental business now altogether, and so we've cleaned this up again after a lady was in there for 15 years, and so so it needed some cleaning up, and we've done that, and it's not completely finished yet, but it wouldn't take much more as flooring and carpeting and things of that nature. But we put new doors on, and like I said, that a large cement stepping, I never liked that, and so we've got that done, and so it has all the tough stuff taken care of. It's just cleaning house. That's what it amounts to, I guess.
Sure, no problem. So the thing is, with us, we are willing to buy the property in as is condition. So which means we'll take care of response. We'll take over cleaning the house up and do all the repairs, all the work that the house is going to need after we buy from you. So that's not a problem with us. It's just with that being the best that you can do for us.
On the price? 265.
265. Okay.
That's dropping at 10,000 over what I think we should get.
Okay. So here's another thing that I can get our company to offer is that we can also take care of all the closing costs and all the fees. So I'll have my so I can get our company to pay for all your closing costs, including the excise tax. So we'll pay for all the excise tax, the transfer tax, the title insurance, the escrow fee. So since there is no mortgage on this property, whatever price that we agreed upon, that'll be the net amount you walk away with at closing, because we're going to cover all the other fees. So
well, I understand that.
Okay, so could you see yourself going any lower than the 265 for us then?
I don't think so. We could continue on with it, and we can put it on the market, and I'm sure we can get above at least $300,000 out of it.
Right, but then you would have
and your closing costs and all that is certainly not going to amount to more than $5,000.
Oh, so the thing is, let me see here. So the closing costs, okay, because you got the realtor commissions and the excise tax and all that. Because when we sell a property, I don't know if you're aware, but when we sell a property, it typically costs between 13 to 15%, because the realtor commission itself is already 5 to 6%. So I don't know if you know that or not, but
I haven't thought about it too much, but
yeah, no problem. Yeah, I just want you to take that into
understand what it cost you. Yes, I know. But
so,
I know you're in the business to make money, and like everyone else. And but on the other hand, I hate to say, well, I'm going to keep cutting my price down to the portion where you absolutely could not lose on anything you do, because I don't have to sell it, and I could turn it into a rental within 2 weeks, and so it's not that absolute. I have to get rid of it. It's not that at all. And I have not contacted anybody else. And so it's, and I know the real estate is selling. I mean, they just don't have any low-income real estate. And the price is there, the demand is there. And so you can see that I don't feel that I have to keep giving away whatever is there. And so I think it's a fair price that I'm working with.
Right. So the thing is, first of all, I want to say that, we definitely do appreciate and thank you so much for the opportunity, for giving us, that you gave us. And I understand that you're not here to give away your property. We definitely want to make sure that we can work out something that's fair, that works for you and work for us. And, I completely understand that if the price doesn't make sense for you, there's no reason why you would sell the property. And we hope that you can understand, as an investors, we do want to make some kind of a gain when we buy, but obviously the goal is to see if we can come together to an agreement on a fair price that works for both parties. So that way we can create a win-win. So here's where we're at, and let me know if this works for you or not. So if we take care of all the closing costs, all the fees, and taking over the property as is, I mean, would you consider $241,500? That's net to you. No.
My goodness, $241,500.
Yep, that is in your pocket. That is net to you, not a penny less. That's exactly what you walk away with at the time of closing. No surprises, because we will cover all the costs and all the other fees for you.
My goodness. I would ask $275. I'm down to $265, and you want me to go down to $24? No, I could no. There's no way I could go down that far.
The taxes are registered at $240 something.
So what can you do?
The county taxes on it right now are over $240.
Mm-hmm.
And I think you probably already have looked that up.
Mm-hmm.
So you're getting it. You want something that's, and I understand that you want something that's sellable and you can't lose any money on it. But just for the sake of having something to work with, how about if we put a price tag on it, which is is beyond my feelings on it, but how about $255?
$255. Let me see.
No, tell them at that price. They'll never find one.
My son said there's not a place in that you could possibly get that from anywhere else.
5.
Not that he's an authority, but he is an agitator.
Right. No. So, would you be able to do this? So, if I take $255 minus the $241, we're talking about a $14,000 difference. If I can get my team manager to come up 7 and you come down 7, so we're talking about $248,500. Would that be something that you would be ready to move forward with? If I can get that approved.
Let me write this on a little paper I got right here. $248,500. Huh?
Yep. So remember, it will be net to you in your pocket. We cover all the costs and all the fees. Nothing will be coming out of your pocket. So at the time of closing, not a penny less. $248,500 in your pocket.
Hold on a minute.
And so we take our tools and get out of the house, and you pay $248,500. Is that right?
That is correct. There's nothing you have to do with the property. We'll take it over as is, and we'll take care of all the responsibilities and all the repairs and all the work that's going to need to be done on the property.
That seems awful.
Here's what you clear after capital gain.
Yeah. I think you're a better talker than I am.
Oh. No, it's just that I definitely want to make sure that the price can be worked for both. There's to us when we buy a property, there's a lot of risk and stuff involved into it, especially when we start opening up the walls and things like that. It's being an old house, we're sure that there's going to be a lot of stuff that's going to need to be done to the property. But one thing what I can reassure you that $248,500, that'll be net to you in your pocket, and you can take your tools out of the house and we'll take care of it.
I see. Well, we have done the bulk of it already, and so it's something that's going to be nice. All it has to be is just prettied up on the inside, as far as I can tell. But and of course, somebody would do something else outside. I don't know, plant some different bushes. But there are bushes.
Yeah.
There's rhododendrons and everything all around there. So it's kind of not too
so for
bad.
us, right. So for us, I mean, we're thinking we'll probably, going to obviously, landscape it, pretty it up. The plumbing it needs to be updated. We like to update the kitchen and the bathroom as well, and put in some new flooring, just to make it look, a little bit more appealing. That's all.
I was just in the process of doing that.
Well, you don't have to anymore. We'll take over, and we'll do that work part for you.
Well, I could leave it there. You can just go ahead and put it on, I guess. But anyway, all right, 248.5.
Okay, so 248. Okay.
And you can give me a check for that, and I can go to the bank. Okay.
Yes.